I just wanted to demonstrate a few things about how a person can use Math-U-See blocks in order to teach kids some Montessori exercises. So Math-U-See is derived from Montessori, and it uses a kind of a blend of two different color schemes in the colors that come from Montessori. And it makes sense. It works. So if we notice the pamphlet over here from the Math-U-See, we have this color coding going on. We have ones are green, our 10 bars are blue, and our 100 squares are red. Okay? This is the colors from the Montessori hierarchy material, the hierarchy of numbers, and it would extend on with the same in that thousands would be green, 10,000s would be blue, 100,000s would be red, and on and on. So if you notice here in our little equation that's written on this pamphlet, the numbers are written also in the color coding scheme, and so that really illustrates place value for kids really well. One of the first lessons is, I've heard it before, called the quandary of 9, where in each place value you can never have more than 9. So if you add units, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So you can have 9 units. But if you have more than 9 units, if you have 10 units, it is no longer units. Now they become tens. It's a 10. They're not units anymore. So you have to swap it out. You get rid of the units and you replace them with a 10. Okay? Likewise for tens. You can have 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, and 9 tens. But as soon as you get to 10 tens, they are no longer tens. It becomes 100. And let kids lay it out here and compare so that they can see the equivalence. So at this point, we have to trade out our tens and use the hundreds. So we can never have more than 9 in any one place value at a time. So another tool that you can use that's especially helpful in teaching kids about our decimal system or our base 10 system is the Montessori number cards. Here we have the large number cards and the small number cards. You can use these first of all to do the number card layout and show kids that we have 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units. Like so. Now we move to the next category of hierarchy. We go to the tens. Okay? And so we have 1 10. So our next category of hierarchy in the number system are hundreds. So we have here 100, 2 hundreds, we move to the next category of hierarchy, the thousands. Well, we have 1,000. And so, like that. And that's the large number card layout. And then, of course, you invite the child to lay them out themselves. So we can pick out any number at random. We could give a child this number and ask them to collect this quantity in the blocks. So they would get their hundreds out. Six hundreds. Oh, we can't do it with the thousands because we don't have 1,000 cubes. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, so we have our 6 hundreds. Four tens. And 6 units. Okay? And notice how well the color hierarchy of the blocks matches with the number cards. Makes it very visual where things go. Okay, so also the reverse of this can be done. You can give a child some quantity of blocks and direct them to come up with the correct number of cards. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds. So we pull out the 8 hundreds. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. And so we grab the 7 tens. And we have 2 units in 72. And it's very clear to see how the numbers correspond to the cards. Okay, in addition, we could do some operations with some fairly large numbers here. We can give the child these numbers, and they form these quantities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. 3 tens. And 5 hundreds. Okay? And then down here, 4 units. 2 tens. And 100. Okay? And so to add them, we push them together. So we combine the quantities together. And we see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. So we know that our answer for that is 9 ones. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens. So we have 5 tens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundreds. And then they can write this in a notebook if they wish. They can write it with the colors. Or they could write it on a grid paper that has appropriately colored grid squares. and on until we got up to 99.